Hello and welcome to another episode of Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, Amulet of Chaos. Hope you guys are doing well. And before we get started, I just wanted to say a special thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, and watched the video. It's what keeps me going. So thank you very much for your support.
Let's try to not lose anyone else.
And let's try not to lose anyone else. That sounds great. So in the last episode, we took on the Cultists of Dlul, and you can see that their bodies are still lying on the floor. It seems like the janitor has not come up just yet. And we got a bunch of stuff to do to get started. So, for all, we have injured party members, and we also have 3 of them that have leveled up. So I think we should go ahead and get started with that, and then we'll take a look at the loot, since we did get some loot from that fight. So our Ogre has leveled up to level 3, and if we take a look at what we have Ogre Breach 2, which means he can breach stone reinforced doors, opening the way to even cooler loot. Now, we're going to go through the other ones, but I can tell you right now that this is the one we're going to go for. We got Advanced Murder Hoboing. The Ogre can now wield 2-handed hammers. Now that is awesome. Annual Bath. Okay, so he bathes once a year. The Ogre gains +1 physical resistance per level, and this effect is retroactive. Okay, that's cool. So that's probably something we should get later on. Gourmet. The food consumables have stronger effects when used by the Ogre on himself or an adjacent target. That is very interesting. And Ogre Skin 1, which gives him +2 protection, which is actually really good. But as I have said before, this is definitely the one we're going to go for. Let's take a look at the abilities that we have here. So we got Nolo, a pair of slaps that hits any character in front of the Ogre twice. The Ogre's massive monster hands can cover a wide area and leave an unforgettable mark on the cheeks of anyone who gets caught in their wake. Handy. Pretty sure it is. Kadula Opog. The Ogre hits his target with his paunch, dealing damage and pushing them back 3 tiles. And I believe we have 2 tiles right now. So this is the same damage, but 3 tiles instead. Through an ingenious gas distribution inside his intestines, the Ogre can inflate his paunch to push his foes even further. Or we could use this one, which still does 2, but knocks them over. And by default, I like this one a lot more, since a knockover, I think, is a stronger effect than just pushing them back, in my opinion. The Ogre's gastric juice enabled him to expand his intestinal walls, making his paunch blows even more destabilizing. Or we could grab this Zogladolo. The Ogre sniffs the air a couple of times and randomly picks an enemy as his next meal. The target suffers a protection penalty and also reveals any stealthy enemies in the area of effect. The Ogre's sense of smell is incredibly sensitive to edible things, which includes any hooded individuals who thought they were being so sneaky. So this is actually a very, very interesting ability. It reduces protection by 10, which by default is going to make them a lot weaker and easier to take down, and uncover stealth. And if you look at the bottom here, you see that it has an actual massive range around the Ogre himself. So I do like both of these personally. What was this one again? Okay, all right. Well, that doesn't seem as good. I really like this one. I like that protection debuff. It does seem like he picks one enemy randomly, so that effect is not so good. I'm gonna go for this one for now. It gives that guaranteed knockover, which I really like. Now looking at his stats, so we know that strength is going to increase his strength, but I do believe that his precision is actually pretty bad, 51. So we're actually going to go ahead and dump two points into agility just to boost that precision. And yeah, we're going to do that. There we go. Now we'll take a look at our Wizardess, who has also leveled up to level 3. Let's take a look at the passives that she has. So we get this one to increase her astral energy regeneration, which is really good. She currently has 10. We've got Magic Step. The Wizardess gains 5 dodge. We got the Wizardess spells gain 10% damage, or the Wizardess spells gain +2 to their max range. So I actually like both of these. They both seem very good. A flat 10% damage is nice, but I don't think her standard attack counts as 10% damage because it specifically says spells. And for that reason alone, I'm more tempted to take this one. But let's take a look at what spells we could take. So we've got the AoE ability already, and it looks like we have upgrades to that. So this one, it creates the same vortex, which has the same range. It does more damage, and apparently teleports them randomly, which is interesting. Or we could take this one, which has a 50% chance of stunning targets. And that's a 70% damage. So the stun seems better, in my opinion, since it knocks them down and it increases the precision. Sorry. The precision on attacks. So I think I like this one. Let's quickly just read the little description. So some wizards just want to see the world burn. Those are people of few redeeming qualities who spend their days posting disparaging comments on the internet and feed on chicken strips. Or hold the stick vertically to the ground, press your forehead against it, spin around as fast as you can, and there you go. 50% chance of being stunned. Hey, sometimes it's down to the basics, you know? We could also take the Summoning of the Killer Bunny. Summons a cute, bloodthirsty spirit to vampirize an enemy. Gives back to the Wizardess as many health points and astral energy as it deals damage. A terrifying spell which invokes the spectral form of one of the worst chaotic entities, the House Rabbit. Well, this one is also a vampire and a demon, to be fair. And for that reason alone, I honestly just want to take it right now. But let's see what else we got. So we got Cure Minor Wounds, which is an increase from 40 to 75, and also has 1 turn less cooldown. Instead of 4 turns, it's only 3 to be able to heal again. Which reads, Adventurers tend to rely on the wizard to heal everybody. But who heals the healer? Haha, the priestess. Or we could take Globe of Thorns, which does 2 more protection than the previous one, and 10% more on the reflection, which is nice. I think this is a nice ability. But yeah, I think we're okay for now with that. I think the choice for me personally is either grab that heal or grab the Killer Bunny, which technically will heal and give astral energy to the Wizardess as well, which I think is pretty good. And it looks like we're going to be able to get a scare later on, or I think just, yeah, deal more damage basically. So, and honestly, I find this ability to be just interesting. Swell, new skills. We're gonna grab it anyway, and I think we'll grab that. So we do have now this spell, and we also have this spell as well. Now I don't know if technically it says 10% damage, so I don't think it's going to affect the heal. I don't think it's gonna heal for more. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab
getting better and better.
that regeneration so that she gets her mana back, or her astral energy back faster. Now in terms of stats, I'm gonna go for the standard and increase her agility to give her another point into precision, and we're gonna go into intelligence for that next one to increase her damage. So I think that's pretty good for now. Next up, we've got the barbarian. Sorry. So let's take a look at what kind of options we have for him. The Barbarian gains plus 20 max stamina, Grom's Guts. The Barbarian gains plus 10 precision when attacking with a sword, and I love that. Hell yeah, I love that. Since we do plan on keeping him with a sword. We have Tough Guy. The Barbarian cannot be weakened when he loses health points, which is fair. That's a pretty good one to have in frontline. And archery training, the Barbarian gains plus 5 precision and plus 5 damage when attacking with a bow. Now, the Barbarian is only going to use a bow, in my opinion, when really required. It's not something that I will use as a first option. So I find this talent to be a little wasted. So we're going to go ahead and grab sword training.
I am stronger.
Hell yeah, you are. Let's take a look at what kind of these upgrades we have for Steel Barrage, which we started with. A powerful swing that hits every character in front of the Barbarian. So that is actually a 50% damage increase. When other babies were playing, barbarians studied the blade. While they wasted their days babbling at the daycare in pursuit of attention, barbarians learned to bisect great oxen. Or we could grab this one. Swing that hits every character in front of the barbarian except his allies. Through the simple yet often overlooked use of situational awareness, the barbarian has learned to discriminate between his allies and his enemies. Finally. Yeah, honestly, in terms of the Steel Barrage, when we use it, it tends to be in a... At least so far, our fights have been where there hasn't been an option where he hits the allies. So I would actually be taking this one for that damage increase over this one. But let's take a look at what our options we have. So we have Rib Crusher, a kick that deals a small amount of damage and pushes your target back 2 tiles. Honestly, not very interested in that, even though this one is interesting because it does stun. But honestly, I want the Barbarian to just be a machine of death. I want that. I want him to destroy our opponents. Let's take a look at the War Cry and see what we could get. Let's see. So a powerful battle cry that increased the precision and critical chance. So we get 10 critical chance. I'm assuming percentage. I'm not sure if it's percentage. I'm going to assume so. But do let me know down in the comments if you know the answer to that. A fierce and inspiring battle cry that promises a good ass kicking to anyone who shows even the slightest signs of cowardice. Or we could grab this one, which I think increases... Oh, wait, that one says percentage damage. So maybe this is not actual percentage. I still think it is because having a number of critical chance that is just arbitrary, I don't think really helps on what it's for. So this one just ups the percentage damage, which is nice. The Barbarian accompanies his cry with a complex bodybuilder pose in a combination strongly reminding of barbarian mating rituals. Or we could grab this one that apparently increases movement as well as precision. The shouts of the strongest barbarians could turn a flock of chicken shits into a battalion of bloodthirsty warriors. Nice. Let's see here. I think the choice is going to be between Steel Barrage for that damage increase or Savage Warcry for that damage increase as well, just across the board. Buffing the entire party with more damage for 3 turns does seem pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and grab that.
I'm strong.
That just means that I need to make sure to actually use this at the beginning of the battle when our party is all together, instead of kind of rushing forward and only using it then. Now, to take advantage of this, we kind of need our character, or our barbarian, to go first. So that's courage, because that's what determines initiative. So we're going to put 1 point into courage just to boost that a little bit, and we're going to put a point into precision to strength to just increase his damage further. Thanks to this point that we just put here for that 10 precision, I'm actually not going to go ahead and put a point into agility. I might do that next time. All right, so there's one thing that I did want to mention on the Ranger, and Alliances did point this out and down in the comments, and I do agree with him, where First Blood does not seem to be as useful as I initially thought it to be. Now, double damage is really good, and that's kind of what attracted me to it. But the reality is, when the battle starts, my first instinct is to pop this buff, which is, in my opinion, very, very good, because it does stay for the entire battle, so I only really have to use it once, and I find that to be really good. The downside of it is that I don't get to use First Blood, so likelihood of us actually benefiting from this is pretty low. So I'm actually thinking of switching First Blood into First Aid and grab a heal. That can always be interesting to have. It scales off of intelligence, which means we're not really going to get much better heal. But I feel like, yeah, just like later on we could grab this and remove these status effects, which could be a blessing. So just a thought in my head right now of kind of switching that over to that. But for the time being, that's that. We're going to quickly take a look at our loot and see what kind of stuff we got that we could equip on our characters, and then we'll continue our adventure. So we took a look at these gauntlets, and that's not something that I want to use. we've got this talisman, which reduces your movement and your sprint, but it does give you health per turn, which I find to be really good. Now, we do have to keep in mind that I've already reduced the movement on our ranger by 1. And if we look at the stats here, you see that he now has 3.
How come people put their hands in my pockets?
She gets me every time with that one. And honestly, I want to keep these for our melee targets that they're in the front. They're more likely to get hit. Now, the ogre already has 3.
No way I'm giving it away.
Our dwarf has 3. So I'm thinking...
How ironic for a thief to empty his own pockets.
I'm thinking of actually giving it to the barbarian since he does take damage frequently, and reducing 1 movement when he already has 5, I think it's fine. We always have the bow to kind of lean on if required. So I'm going to go ahead with that. If you think there's a better option, do let me know. I'm all ears to hear your thoughts and opinions, as this is the one playthrough. So I'm more than happy to just hear what you have to say if you think that my choice is not the best one. Because, you know, I could be wrong.
What a mess.
I definitely don't think that I know what I'm doing in the slightest. I just have
Off my boots, my precious.
an idea. A general idea, let's put it that way. Right, so if we take a look at we have a hammer, but I don't think our ogre can wear the hammer yet. We have an ability that allows him to dual wield them. So it might be that... Sorry. Because that's actually a good point. We have an ability here that allows him to wield... Oh, can now wield two-handed hammers. Sorry. I, for some reason, read this as dual wield two-handed hammers. I don't know where I got this from. Maybe the whole murder hoboing kind of led me astray. So this is definitely the point we want to take on next, because I would like him to have a weapon. So next level up, I probably will give him this. But this is just super important because it's going to open up doors for us. Right, so at least now I've got that answered. We've decided not to go with this. So we've got hat. Let's see. This gives her 1 protection and 1 impact, so that is an upgrade. Let's equip that.
Exactly what I needed.
Huh. That should honestly just give her like some crystals or something like that on her bracers. That's funny. And we picked up this as well, which I don't know if it's better. Let's see. So this one gives 1 protection and 2 stamina per turn, but he loses dodge. And honestly, I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and give him
Fine craftsmanship, and could be pawned for a nice amount.
this hood, which apparently it just changes the color a little bit. But it does give him 1 protection, 2 stamina per turn, which I'm pretty happy with. And I think for the time being, that's actually all the loot we got. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. Now, one thing that we forgot to do is to actually buy bandages and potions. So they're kind of not looking too hot. So before we continue down the path of, I believe, this door right here. I think this door is probably what's going to lead us to more problems. We're going to go ahead and heal up first. And actually, to start off with, we're going to go and destroy this door because that's right, we can do it now. So go ahead and do that.
Well, it's broken.
Yeah, that is great. It's supposed to be broken. Alright, so what do we have here? Oh, we got some loot. Studded belt. Oh, that's interesting. We're trading 5 health points. Oh, sorry. I just noticed that. Hey, I was still gone. So this trades 5 health points, but gives us 1 impact. And apparently we got another book as well, which is nice. I don't know if we already have all the 3 books or no. We have to check that. So that's an interesting belt. And a goblin arm. Blood dripping, freshly torn off goblin arm. The ogre has a hungry look in his eyes when he looks at it. Are you sure it's a good idea? No, but when am I ever sure? Oh,
Trap. Gotta note its location.
crap. The shelf is missing some books. A small plaque above reads basic spells for basic wizards. And we need to have all of the wizard ones. Let's grab the chest here.
I'll supervise the opening.
Short sword of turnip peeling, armbands of fresh haggis, and 3 health potions. So let's take a look at those. Used mainly to stuff sheep stomachs with onions, pluck and suet. Also for pulling stomachs out of goblins when there's no sheep around. Alright, moving on. Those swords have a terrifying reputation to the turnip men of the Twiddledee lands. Whatever that means. Let's just open the door for us now. Thank you very much. We have to go rest now because we just took some damage. Alright, barbarians. We have 2 out of... Oh, there we go. So we have all books for the barbarians. Now, I don't actually remember where the barbarians book was. It might have been in the co-op, but I'm not sure. So we're going to have to look around for that. And of course, now that we have all 3, it means we can read them. And we will do just that. But first, let's equip our gear. So
I've got some nuts for the
we've got a new sword for our elf. This is definitely an upgrade. So here you go.
pretty. I'll take it, thank you.
And we also got, I think, armbands. See, so that one gives 3 physical resistance. This gives protection and physical resistance, so that's great. There we go, looking good, looking good. Now that belt, we trade off 5 health points for 1 impact.
What's in there? Ah, my bad.
We could give it to the ogre. He already has a very nice health pool. And hey, getting the ogre to hit harder is not necessarily a bad thing, right? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It seems like logical for me to just not kind of gimp our characters too much and reduce their health.
No, stay out of my
You could
pockets.
debate that the thief would be good for it, but we don't have stealth on him yet. And I think without stealth means that he's just gonna get wiped out real quick. So we'll go ahead and give him that for now. Equip that, and he keeps the potion that was already in there, so that's just fine. He loses 5 health points, but he should get +1 on impact, so that's good. Alright, let's go rest in the inn. I think we're pretty close by. So let's rest. These are the... Can I mouse over them? No, I can't. I guess we'll just have to go check them. Okay, well there's 3 here, so we'll definitely check those. We already know 1, which is the wizards. Let's talk to the barman. Let's trade. We want to sell. Don't need that blade anymore. We'll keep the hammer. We don't need the hood. Don't need the picnic loincloth. Since I decided I do not want to use it. We do not need these anymore. Don't need these anymore. Yeah, I decided I didn't want to use those. I'll keep one of the tattered cloth belts just in case for some reason I want to make a change. I think we also want to sell the goblin arm before our ogre eats them. And the quilt of the quiet nap, I believe, is something we can sell as well. I don't know, but I believe we can sell these too, but they just look cool and rare, so hold on to them for the time being. So far, we're okay with cash anyway. So in terms of buying things, I'm going to go ahead and buy an Elixir of Oblivion already.
Do I give him the gold now?
Yes. We're probably going to go another fight with a ranger. I haven't really fully decided on changing the first blood just yet. So I want to buy it, and just in case, you know. Alright, so let's now take a rest. Our party could heal, take care of the injuries and all of that. And before we go down to the first floor to buy more potions and the like, I want to check that secret room because I am very curious. So this room here I think is still locked, right? Yeah, so we can't open that room just yet. But let's go take a look. Actually, let's not go from... I think... Is this where... Yeah, this is the way. Alright, let's see if we can open this door here and see what awaits us. There's a lever here. But before we activate that... Aha, that's gonna unlock the chest. But somehow I have a feeling that we're about to... Ooh. Well, I want to activate that. Huh. Let's see. So they're all facing forward. This is a dragon. We got this one to face forward. Is there another one here that maybe I didn't notice? Doesn't look like it. It's very mysterious. Let's see what happens. Okay. I'm really suspicious. Maybe let's send our thief forward. Do you spot anything funky? No? No traps? Nothing of the like? Doesn't look like it. Oh, well, anyway, let's go ahead and send him in first to open that.
Beware. Curiosity sometimes kills the cat, then burns it to ashes.
Very true. 55 gold coins, kick-ass 200 headgear, an easy dungeon product, which goes with a corresponding set of armor. The best protection a seasoned adventurer can ask for. At least that's what the brochure said. That does look like it requires the upgrade gear. We have that for him, so he's going to get tankier, which is nice. We also picked up a new bow, Fulonarial ordinary longbow, 7 range, really nice. I think that's 7 tiles. Weapon made by elven artisans, but maybe not the best ones. Well, it is an ordinary longbow after all, but I think that is an upgrade for her. Gauntlets of Cunning Ambush, which I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like our thief can take that yet. Discreet piece of clothing for thieves who like to catch their victims unawares. If you find yourself in face-to-face combat, it means you screwed something up. And History of the Elves in Fang. This book belongs to collected works on the Elves of Fang. It smells like rosemary, thyme, and rose essence. So we're going to have to read that. Well, it looks like today's session is just improving our characters, which I'm all for. So let's take a look at our elf, since I think she's got a new bow. Oh, we can see the secondary weapon here. That's nice. Okay, so this bow is... Oh, let me go away so we can take a look at that together. So this bow that we have is 18 to 27 damage, which is a massive upgrade. It also has 5 more precision, more critical chance, same critical damage. But you know what? This is a fat upgrade. Let's take a look and see if it changes the looks on that.
Oh, for me? Oh, thank you. Mwah.
You are most welcome, elf. And yeah, it's a little different. I like it. What else we got? We got some armor. So our thief requires this one. The thief can now wear heavy leather armor. We picked the expert diffuser, which is a higher chance of disarming traps during combat and exploration, which is great. I just need to make sure to actually use it because we haven't done that yet. I also took disarm trap. I took caltrop. Sorry, that's the one I took. I have a feeling we're gonna have to take stealth though to really make use of him because he just dies super quick. So yeah, we can't use that yet. We can though use this one, which gives 2 protection and 1 charisma. Let's see if that looks any different.
Excellent.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm all for it. I like it. He has some more protection there on his jawline. Very nice. Not sure what these wings are for, but you know, it looks cool. I think fashion is also part of it. And yeah, so we replaced it with 2 precision, 0 protection. We grabbed 2 protection, 1 charisma. So he does lose precision, which brings him down to 82, but it's still very good, I think. And we're going to get a buff from the barbarian every time anyway, so I think that's pretty good. All right, so now we've picked up all that loot. Let me go ahead and come back. Hi. And I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can move one more time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, do you see that? It has a sigil. And there's a little cut mark on that one. Let me... No, it doesn't really match. Yeah, I really don't have any idea which it would be. We're going to keep it as is, and we'll just make a mental note of it, as I have a feeling that that's going to be important. So that's what the key was for. I don't think there's anything else in this room. We've already taken care of all our problems here. So let's go over to the co-op and see if we can maybe get any more information about what's going on. And I think it's this way.
We're going in circles.
Yep. This is where we had a fight against the dwarf, I think it was. So let's go in. It's the same one. Sorry, I'm kind of going off track here. Let's go back. All right, so let's have a word with these people, see if they know anything.
Oh, very busy. To serve is to be in servitude, you know.
What if I cut your feet off to make earrings? Got time for that?
No need, my lord. I'm all ears.
Good. We're looking for one of Gladifura's statuettes. Ever heard about those?
Can't say it rings a bell. No, I'm not really into statuettes. Useless trinkets collecting dust on the shelves. There used to be a lot of those on the second floor, but thankfully it's off limits now.
Really? Why is that?
No one knows. At any rate, statuettes are a servant's sworn enemy. Break one, and the MPCC will have you whipped.
The what?
Minions Punishment Cooperative Committee, the authority on all punishments dealt in the Dungeons co-op. Which reminds me, I really gotta go. Sorry.
Crumb, I should chop his feet off anyway.
Jeez. I'm not sure if you noticed, but he said a second floor, even though in the subtitles there it said third. What is this book?
Looks like I got all the books of this collection.
There it is. Let's not shelve these just yet, because we want to read them first. So let's go read them, and then we will put them there. So where do we have our books? There we go. So Barbarians, 1 out of 3. Let's take a look at this one. All right. I probably should go for this. Barbarians are fierce warrior, women and men alike. Clad in loincloths, boots, and furs, they're tall, burly, and not all that bright. They mostly hate magic, reading, and books, but would use the latter as toilet paper. They value honor first and foremost. That is the ogreish one. Where do we have the... there it is. Barbarian, 2 out of 3. Most clans consist of a leader and his elite guard, a skald or a bard, a shaman, and a lot of warriors who'd like to become leader in the place of the leader. They all worship Crom, god of brawls, but they don't agree on what it means to worship him, leading to deadly conflicts. Makes sense. And finally, a semi-nomadic people. Barbarians usually live amongst their clan in precarious dwellings, tents, yurts, or even on the bare ground. They've been known to settle down for longer periods at times, but we're not sure why. Is it because of omens, an idle leader, holes in their boots? No one knows. There's a thing one knows, though. The sooner they're gone, the better. I don't know about you. I like our barbarian. I think he's a fine addition to the party. Huh? I don't discriminate. All right, now we can, Wizardess, go ahead and put the books in.
Looks like I got all the books of this collection.
The barbarian gains 2 strength? Oh, that is amazing. He just gained 2 strength for just collecting books. All right, so let me just take a break right here to share how awesome that is. I love that the exploration part of the game has literally rewarded us with stats on one of our characters. That is, I find, an amazing addition. I love that. I really, really do. It's just like, it's rewarding exploration in ways that it's not just gear or just lore. It's both of that and stat increases. I like that a lot. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. And now that we know where the barbarian books were, I think it's all good. Let's take a look at the map.
You should always note your escape routes on a map.
So I think we've actually done everything here now. So let's go ahead and go down to the ground floor and see if there's anything we can break, first of all. And we're also going to buy potions and bandages before we head down to the basement for our bottle of Chateau Le Désert. And my apologies if I completely butcher that, but you know, I tried. I tried. Alrighty, let's get moving. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the way. Yeah, so we got the guards. There was a sleepy guard over there. Wait a minute. I wonder if the guard has anything to say. Sorry, I'm just gonna backtrack here real quick. I know, I gave everybody whiplash. That's just who I am. What it do? Oh, he's fully asleep.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have to find out exactly how we can dispel that curse, because I don't think we know that right now. So we have to see if we can figure that out. Alright, we're just gonna go right through here. And we're gonna go down one floor, so we'll just take the stairs here actually. I've noticed already there's a few screenshots with the bard and just other interactions with the parties, and I think the elf has maybe a thing for the bard. Maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and bash this door in. Ogre, can you please do the needful?
Well, great. It's broken.
And it is supposed to be. Alright, can we go inside? Oh, actually, let's send our thief. Just in case, you know? Last time it didn't go so well for us, so I just want to make sure that there's no trap. Oh, we got a chest over there, which is nice. Alright, thief, you know what to do.
I'm not sure we should. It's not ours.
Okay, so 200 gold coins, I love it. 2 mana potions, I like that too. An anti-magic potion. This anti-magic potion is perfect when you need to face some powerful warlocks, although it does make your wrinkles worse. Cures the poison, burning, and frozen statuses, and it looks like it also gives 25 health, so very nice. Keep that in mind. 5 health potions, awesome. Potion of stability. This potion is classified as a class 3 performance-enhancing drug during sports events. Cures the knocked over, stunned, and immobilized statuses. That makes sense. And it's a nice potion too. Oh, tear gas. Comes in handy when you need to get out of a tight spot by disrupting your foe. So it does damage and reduces the precision of our enemies. I like those a lot. And what kind of bomb do we have on him?
How ironic for a thief to empty his own pockets.
So we have explosive bomb that does 9 to 13 damage. This one does 6 to 8 with precision reduction for 3 turns. Let's go ahead and equip those. I feel like that could be good. That could be really useful actually. Alright, with that done...
So let's update the map.
We have one more door to bash through there, it seems. Isn't it the basement to get the bottle, right? Yeah, so I'm assuming this flag is actually for the basement. But we do have to go check that out. But before we do that, let's go interact with a vendor. Let's see. Straight. Alright, so there you go. So we have bandages we can buy for only 10 gold. Mana potions, first aid kits, improved bandages, minor health potions. We have 19 of these. Yeah, I think we're actually okay. Let's just go ahead and buy maybe... We'll just buy one, get a solid 20.
Do I give him the gold now?
Yes. And we have 2 first aid kits, which removes all injuries, I think. So we'll buy 1 more of those.
No, not my gold.
We'll buy 5 improved bandages.
Money must flow.
And we'll buy 5 standard bandages.
I hope this is a worthy investment.
Trust me, it is. Or at least I hope it is. Alright, now, how do we get around? So, I guess we could go from the gardens into that room. And then bash it from the back there. Let's try that. Let's try that. So I think that was locked. I remember that. I think. Let's try again. Okay, so we actually can't go down this path. So we have to go around, I guess, through the adventurer's door into the ritual room. But wait a minute. No, the ritual room doesn't have an entrance there, right? So I guess we actually have no way to get in there. I think. Alright, well, that means it's down to the basement. I hope I'm not misinterpreting that, but I think that is the case. I think. At least I like to believe it. That should be the case. Alrighty, so I think these go up, so we actually have to take the elevator here. Okay, and that's actually where we're gonna wrap up this episode. We're nearing that 40-minute mark, which is kind of the sweet spot, I think, for these episodes. So that's gonna be episode 10. It's been a blast. A bit of a maintenance run. We didn't have any combat, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some combat in the next
What
episode.
a lovely stroll, my friends.
There
I'm
you go.
not your friend, and I hate strolls.
There you go. And with that, take care and stay safe.